Good morning, I'm Charlie.
Good morning, I'm Jimmy.
And today on the show, did Gerard Butler really walk around half naked, leading an army of 300?
Sounds impractical. Let's find out.
It's cereal time. Happy Wednesday, fine people of the internet. Welcome to another Serial Time where today on the show, we are taking a little suggestion from one of you guys. So recently we did an episode all about bad science in movies, and we got a comment from one Matey Soto, who said, "Oh, great video. Cheers. Could you do historical movies that got history wrong?" So that's what we're going to do today.
That's what we're going to try and do today. Almost worse, I think, than bad science in a movie. Because I think you generally go into a sci-fi movie aware that there's going to be a lot of make-believe. Mm-hmm. But I think with history, there's more of an illusion that there's fact there.
Yeah, you kind of think, you're never really sure.
You expect a little bit more reality.
Yeah, I think so.
So this is going to be fun. We're going to delve in, see what we can find. Pocahontas is the first, probably, I mean, you wouldn't really describe Pocahontas as a historical film.
It takes place in history, doesn't it?
I don't think anyone's watching this going to be disappointed when we tell them that there are a few inaccuracies. It is a cartoon, isn't it? So it is based, though, roughly on a true story. It's just they've pretty fast and loose to the facts. So in the film, a Native American girl, Pocahontas, falls in love with British settler John Smith. And what a hunk he is, hunky John Smith. And she eventually throws herself on him to stop him being killed by Native Americans. But the actual story is that and I didn't know this, Pocahontas was only 10 years old, right? And she was just a friend of John Smith's. There's nothing weird involved. But she did actually throw herself on him to save his life. That bit is true. They became friends, and Pocahontas would bring gifts to the British settlement. And she eventually married a British dude called John Rolfe.
Other true things in that movie. She did learn English magically for no particular reason.
Yes.
And there was also a talking tree. Those are both true things as well.
Facts.
300 is next, which is basically a movie about Gerard Butler being all Gerard Butlery and all buff and leading around 300 Spartans.
What a dish.
But unlike he says in the movie, "This is Sparta." That's how he does it, right?
Yeah,
this is Sparta. This isn't really Sparta at all. So in the film, they fight without any armour at all, pretty much. They're just sort of wearing loincloths, aren't they?
A lot of skin on show, yeah.
But that's not how it happened at all. The Spartans actually had so much armour, they were pretty much indistinguishable from one another. They weren't the heroes they appeared to be in that story. They actually stole land, the Spartans, and had a relatively large amount of slaves too, so not necessarily very nice people.
Not cool.
And the film, the kind of key thing of the film is it shows 300 Spartans taking on the entire Persian army, which again just wasn't the case. The actual most important battle that was the amphibious battle between the Persians and an Anthian fleet. So that didn't involve the Spartans at all, does it?
No.
Nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
I've got a little line here from Josh that says, basically this fantasy movie has tons more inaccuracies. How did the writers and researchers even have the gall to make it? Ugh! Shame on them!
Shame on them, indeed.
That's how I imagine Josh's voice in my head.
Braveheart. A ludicrous movie. Absolutely ludicrous. It's a movie based on William Wallace, of course, one of the leaders of the Wars of Scottish Independence in the 13th century. And the movie paints William as, it's your classic tale of the underdog rising up. It's a common man who became this warrior-type character who takes on the English. When in reality, he was actually a knight from a very noble family.
Oh.
Yeah, he's very well off. He was sort of already quite high up. The film says that William's pa was killed by the English, but he actually fought alongside the English to gain a political advantage.
Why did they do?
They're kind of on their side.
These are such huge changes. Why not just
they're pretty big changes?
Make a movie with different characters at this point.
I don't think you could categorize these as tweaks.
Yeah,
they've basically rehashed it completely. Also, Wallace is, and this is kind of a big one as well, because you sort of think of Braveheart and you think of the kilts, don't you? That's a big part of it. But Wallace's army didn't wear kilts. They wore saffron shirts. Now, I don't know what a saffron shirt is, but we've got a picture here. Don't think that's what they wore, mate.
That's the first thing that came up on Google.
Yeah, don't think that's what they were wearing.
Could be accurate.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Maybe. There's also evidence to suggest that they wouldn't have had Ford Transit vans at the time, despite one featuring in the movie. Got a little screen grab of that there. So, yeah, absolute tosh.
I had never seen that film.
Is it Tosh?
Probably not gonna-
Toss? I don't know.
Titanic, just wanted to throw this one in here for a little bit of balance. Now, apparently, apart from the whole Jack and Rose thing frolicking about on the boat, all of the setting of the Titanic in the movie is entirely accurate.
Yeah.
That's all I have here. It just says, good work, team.
Good work, team.
Well done to all of the people of the Titanic.
Fan of Titanic, Josh?
I love Titanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was an article on one of these like websites, and Titanic incredibly accurate.
Oh, there
Very
you go.
interesting. Not going to clap along?
Oh, sorry.
Well done.
Gladiator. That's a good word to say. Gladiator. It's a film. Is it Russell Crowe
I think so.
in Gladiator?
Is it? I haven't seen that movie either, so...
It's not great.
No?
To be honest, it's not great. I watched it on a coach, which is a terrible way to watch a film, and it was on VHS. It was terrible quality. Anyway, the film roughly is about a general turned gladiator fighting a crooked emperor in the Colosseum and killing him.
Oh, so they actually have a fight in the
Yeah,
thingy
baby.
with the swords and
Yeah,
stuff.
baby.
Wow.
I don't think
Intriguing.
are they allowed swords, Josh?
Yeah, they were.
Allowed a bit of swords. So Commodus, the Bad Emperor, he was actually not bad at all. He was a very successful emperor of 13 years who was on great terms with the Senate. A great guy. He did, however, have a taste for gladiatorial fighting, which he used to do in disguise.
Interesting.
The moment Maximus, who's the hero of Gladiator, kills Commodus in the arena isn't accurate either. Commodus was actually killed in a bath by a wrestler named Narcissus, who was Commodus's gladiator trainer.
That's...
Probably chucked a toaster in there.
When I hear these things, I'm like, that's an interesting story. Why didn't they tell that?
Yeah, that's great. How did he kill? Did he drown him? Did he punch him? What did he
wrestler
do?
in the
Were they in the
bath?
bath together?
That's great. I want to see that
How
movie.
big was the bath? Were there bubbles involved? You know, these are all questions that need to be answered.
100%. Pearl Harbor, another movie I haven't seen. It's nice to criticise movies you haven't seen, isn't
not
it?
seen it.
Makes you feel good. Pearl Harbor is a movie about a Japanese attack on the US naval base, Pearl Harbor. There are lots of inaccuracies in it, though. Here are some of them. There are actually more planes shot down in the movie by the two film's heroes alone than the entire US Air Force shot down in real life.
Oh, wow.
Which is incredible.
That's an interesting fact.
That's how
isn't
much
it?
the movies really build that stuff up.
Jeez.
Also, Ben Affleck's character in the movie, basically, he joins the British Air Force, which is something that you couldn't do without being without like leaving the US Air Force and then
Yes.
not being able to get back into it at all.
You can't just switch and change.
Yeah, that's not how it works in the
Right.
slightest. And I quite like this
makes
one.
sense.
So the main character loves a bit of origami, which I feel like they probably put in to be like, oh yeah, we like the Japanese now, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. But this and other bits of Japanese culture were discovered and brought to the US American soldiers occupying Japan after the war.
Right.
So it's not something that he would have been interested in at all at that time.
It's an anachronism.
Yeah.
That's what that's called when your time's all mixed up.
Well done.
It is Wednesday, which means it's time for What a Load of Old Skype! Oh, there he is. It's a classic. And joining us on the line, it's Rachel.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you
Hey.
doing?
Good. Yes, very excited.
Good. When we were talking to you before, you were saying that this was the best day of your life.
It is. It's like I have a serial time tumbler, and I'm obsessed with you. Not that. Yeah. Oh, I sound weird now.
Oh, don't
Not
worry
weird
about
at
it.
all, Rachel. There's nothing weird about Tumblr. I've heard only good things about it. Well, thank you for joining us to play. I assume you know the rules. It's very simple. We show you a load of pictures. You have to describe them. We have to guess, and you get a minute to do it.
Let's crack on. 1 minute on the clock, starting right now.
We need the Pooh's best friends.
Oh,
Tigger.
Yeah.
Yes. Her hips don't lie.
Shakira.
Yes. Fruit. It's annoying.
Orange. The annoying orange.
She's a Disney Channel person. She's a singer.
Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus.
yes.
Okay.
Type of dinosaur.
Stegosaurus.
Ooh.
You find them at the beach. You lay on them. You can use them as a bed thing.
Sunbed.
They're very comfy.
Towel.
You use them on holiday.
A lilo. Inflatable
no,
bed.
Pass.
That was hard.
Pokemon, Ash's favourite Pokemon.
Pikachu?
Tropical fruit.
A pineapple, a grapefruit, a pomegranate, a passion fruit, coconut,
First time up. I love that my only suggestion was banana.
an exotic
Banana.
fruit. Oh, Charlie, it didn't get out much. What was that one? What was the exotic fruit?
That was a mango.
A mango.
A mango, difficult one.
Yeah,
very
very
difficult one. Good effort though, Josh. What are the scores?
6 from Rach.
6.
6 for Rach.
Pretty decent.
Woo!
Excellent score, Rachel.
Congratulations.
Where are you
Difficult selection of images this week. So you did very, very well. And you go right there. Oh, I've lost my pin.
Lost the pen.
Hang on,
You
bear
are
with
going
us.
on, promise.
There we go. You're on the board. How does it feel?
The greatest moment in history, my highest achievement ever. Just
Yes.
right now.
Sounds appropriate.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. There you go, folks. That was a Wednesday for you. Do let us know in the comments if you have any suggestions for movies that do get their history right, like good movies. I just would be interested. And is this even important, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay to, have some inaccuracies in a movie if it's more enjoyable? Let us know. Just want to see a discussion.
Yeah, it's just a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it important? Twitter thought of the day is from Spirit, who says, a horse, my kindergarten for a horse. And that, Spirit says, is me reading a quote on a poster incorrectly.
My kindergarten for a horse.
I love the word kindergarten. Child garden. Thank you very much, Spirit. Kindergarten.
It's German, isn't it? Kindergarten?
It is, yeah.
Fun fact.
Full of them today. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.